Hello. I bet you're pretty bored at this point. It's been, 3 months? We're in month 4. Why don't we get together next month and do something about it? Why don't we get together and create a virtual orchestra performance? I have just the right piece in mind. It's called Spring, and it's by Jorge Villeda. George is a former CMCB student, and I'll interview him in the next segment. You can get to know him a bit, and he'll play us a sample of his piece. Very exciting. Before that, though, take a look at the big screen here. I think you can see there's a lot of lines here. There's actually about 50 lines here. Each one represents a video submitted by someone in the CMCB community. So some are students, some are adults in our adult choir, some are faculty, some are staff, and you can see them all here in the final shot of pomp and circumstance for our graduating seniors. You know, they didn't get a graduation this year, so they get a virtual graduation. Really excited to share this with them. I hope you'll watch this video, and I hope that you'll consider joining us next month at CMCB Summer Music from July 6th through 24th. See you there. Really happy to have Jorge Villeda with us. Hi, George. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Thanks for. Oh, I'm good. I'm really great. We're super excited to feature your piece this summer, and just wondering if you could tell us a bit about the piece.
Yeah, of course. So the piece is called Spring, and it's a light waltz written for full orchestra. That's how it was originally written. And currently it's part of a 4-movement suite for orchestra that I'm working on, like based on the 4 seasons.
George, do you have a sample for us of Spring that we could hear?
Yes. Here it is.
Cannot wait to feature it this summer with our virtual orchestra. I have a quick question. What happens if, say, well, it's a large orchestra, right? So what happens if there's no bassoonist? I see all the instruments covered there, or we're missing an oboe. What do we do?
Depending on how many students enroll and what the students play, I will adapt the piece to fit the summer orchestra for this year.
Oh, that's great. Okay, yeah. Cool. What was your original conception? Was it full orchestra for this piece?
No, so originally it was written for a string quartet that it was like an entry for the Young Composers Festival that CMCB does every year. So that's when it started. Like it was a lot of trial and error. It was till I got what I was happy, the sound that I was happy with.
George, you're kind of famous at CMCB. I've only been there a year conducting the chamber orchestra, but everyone knows you. They talk about you all the time. You're a little older now, but you still come back and play in the chamber orchestra, which has been really great to have you there with students. How long were you at CMCB? What was the experience like for you?
So I actually started off, my first encounter with CMCB was through the SummerMUSIC program.
Oh, wow.
So if it hadn't been for that, I would have never taken music lessons or learned how to play the violin. Definitely encourage anyone to join SummerMUSIC, because from there, that's like a pathway that can lead you to begin private lessons, and that, like with the private lessons, that's where you really learn how to play your instrument well.
It's really, really cool that you are from CMCB, and now we're featuring your really wonderful piece, Spring. Thank you, George, so much for your time. We'll see you on July 6th. Yeah, thank you. All right, you guys. Here's a clip from a sample project I did with my CMCB colleague, Stephanie Chen. It's a Shostakovich duet for 2 violins and piano. I started by recording the piano part, then I played the second violin part on the trombone, then Stephanie played the first violin part on the cello, and then we combined all of those together. This is pretty cool. This was our first attempt at doing this virtually. Here's one of my favorite spots from the He's Got the Whole World in His Hand video. There's a spot where Morgan sings the words, "He's got the woods and the waters." And our percussionist Jada owns an ocean drum, and we've been trying to feature it for a while. So you can see our violinist Scott kind of slide over for Jada to come in with the drum. Simultaneously, her sister Janae plays the celeste part on her keyboard, and that requires the Joanna move over. It's actually pretty complicated to do this, to get the videos to move and slide over and go to the right spots. We will do this summer in our virtual video. Take a look. One of these virtual orchestra projects takes lots of time, but it's incredibly rewarding. Just take a look at this scene from Pomp and Circumstance. This is the very end when all of our musicians perform together. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope that we see you virtually next month, July 6th through 24. We start at 10 in the morning each weekday. Maybe think about inviting some friends. I think they'd have fun as well. Thanks for watching.